So the three common denominators with these three groups of people were they're always active, and tomorrow we're going to be looking at exercise. Number two, they eat food in its natural state. A lot of them are vegetarians. The ones that eat meat, it's not a large part of their diet. And the third common denominator was they're very social. You know, we're social people, aren't we? And when we're social people, I think I mentioned earlier, I drink half a glass as soon as I get up. I go to the bathroom, I drink another half glass. Then I get dressed and have another half glass. But when I start every glass, I have that little bit of salt. So you spread the water over the day. The first question is, how can we live longer? You've got to eat simply.
Yes.
Not complicated.
Okay.
In fact, one lady said, how can we feed you? I said, it's really easy. Fruits and vegetables, fast food.
Yes, going back to the basics.
Going back to the basics. If it's cooked, just cooked simply and quickly, except for potatoes and sweet potatoes, of course, which need a nice long cooking. Also, crock pots are great because your protein is very important. But also, I encourage people to get different grains, and you can get some very nice grains today.
Did you know your favorite snacks might be poisoning you? Dr. Barbara O'Neill has uncovered shocking truths about processed foods, sugar, and harmful oils that will leave you stunned. In this video, we reveal these hidden dangers and share Dr. O'Neill's 8 laws of health, life-changing tips for a healthier you. Stay with us till the end to know it all.
They're 24 and identical twins. They're taking part in a test to explore the impact of ultra-processed food on their health. Ultra-processed foods are hugely popular, from ready meals to some bread, crisps and snacks.
For 2 weeks, Nancy, you're going to be doing the unprocessed diet, and Amy, you're going to be eating the ultra-processed diet.
Amy and Nancy are a week into their ultra-processed food test.
For breakfast this morning, I had a quinoa porridge with berries on top, and it's done a really good job at keeping me energised and full. So it's the end of the day now, and I've got a bit of a headache, to be honest. So yeah, ending the day, still hungry, feeling a bit sort of rubbish, and yeah, a bit of a headache.
Lots of the things that you've just described about your headache all point to the fact that you're probably having a dip in blood sugar that happens about 2 to 4 hours after people consume really.
Let's have a look at acid-forming foods now. These acid-forming foods are high in the acid-forming minerals, which is phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine. So what foods are high in phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine?
First is meat.
So what foods are high in phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine? Meat. This explains why Dr. Colin Campbell found he could turn cancer cells on and off like a switch by the amount of meat and dairy products he was giving the rats.
So red meat and processed meat are the most common acidic foods in the Western diet.
Suppose you enter a grocery shop in your neighborhood. There is a ton of eye-catching, vibrant packaging on the shelves that promises easy, delicious meals. Consider your most recent experience dining at a fast food restaurant. So many options, so convenient. However, have you ever wondered what these foods contain? As a result, Dr. Barbara O'Neill has discovered some shocking facts concerning the processed foods we eat daily. Foods that have been processed are those that have been modified for convenience from their original state. Anything from pre-made dinners and snack items to canned vegetables falls under this category. Although preserving nutrients through freezing or canning is a good activity, processing frequently includes the addition of undesirable substances. The amount of sugar in processed foods is one of the main problems.
There are some things that should not enter the human body if you want to conquer depression. Let's have a look at them. Refined sugar. Well, this brain cell consumes 15 times the glucose of any other cell. Well, wouldn't sugar be good for the brain cell? Well, when sugar goes in, blood glucose levels rise dramatically. Brain function is overloaded. So very quickly, insulin's released. Get that blood glucose level down. And now it goes too low. Hybridized wheat. What's this got to do with depression? Sugar has a lot to do with depression because you're getting those quick highs and the corresponding dumps. The hybridized wheat does the same thing. It was hybridized in the 50s, went worldwide in the 70s. By the 1990s, every wheat product you buy is the hybridized wheat. It was pushed through quickly, so no safety studies were done. Sounds like the COVID vaccine, doesn't it? And how many products are these two together? How many cookies, biscuits, cakes, donut? Perlmutter. He quotes a few psychiatrists who take their schizophrenic, severely depressed patients off wheat, off refined sugar, and off the next one, dairy, 50% improvement. Many guts cannot break that down, and so what gets into the blood is something called morphine. And the wheat breaks down to glutamorphine. What's morphine? It's an opiate derivative.
If you look at the top ingredients of a box of cereal or a can of soda, you will see sugar listed there. These foods are high in sugar, which provides us with a brief spike in energy, but a subsequent drop. Our bodies are impacted by this continual up and down more than we think. Excessive consumption of sugar causes an increase in blood sugar levels. In response, our bodies create insulin to lower these levels. Insulin resistance is a condition where our bodies require higher amounts of insulin to do the same tasks over time. Type 2, diabetes has a clear pathway like this. That sugary confection may therefore be more dangerous than it seems. Refined carbs are another problem. Consider white bread, pastries, and a variety of cereals for breakfast. Processing has removed the natural fiber and nutrients from these carbohydrates. They digest more quickly in the absence of fiber, which causes a sharp rise in blood sugar. Usually, there is a collapse after this increase, which leaves us feeling drained and seeking more carbohydrates, sometimes resulting in overindulgence.
This refined sugar is a drug. It's refined as drugs are. It's highly addictive. The caffeine also is highly addictive. People get addicted to those highs. It's this high carbohydrate diet. It's this caffeine she's having 3 or 4 times a day. I used to be a nurse. I know, nurses are the worst. They have a lot of caffeine, a lot of coffee. Yes, it gives quick highs, but then you get corresponding lows. People don't realise it's like buy now, pay later. And this explains why when you want to conquer diabetes, you got to get these carbohydrates right down low.
Consider the difference between a slice of whole grain bread and a slice of white bread. White bread is a refined carb that provides short-term energy but short-term fullness. On the other hand, the high-fiber whole grain bread breaks down more gradually and leaves you feeling full for longer. Reliance on refined carbohydrates over time may result in weight gain and other health issues. Artificial additives are a common ingredient in processed foods. These are substances that are added to food to improve texture, flavor, or preservation. They may improve the flavor or shelf life of food, but they can also have detrimental effects on health. For example, allergic responses and digestive issues have been connected to certain artificial preservatives. Children who consume certain food colorings and flavorings may become hyperactive and experience other negative impacts. Furthermore, a few chemicals may be carcinogenic, which means they may accelerate the growth of cancer. Despite being aware of these problems, food corporations continue to promote their goods as healthful. Among the labels you may encounter are low-fat, sugar-free, or heart-healthy. These designations, meanwhile, might be deceptive. For instance, sugar is frequently added to low-fat goods to enhance flavor, and artificial sweeteners may be present in sugar-free goods that are not healthier. It's obvious from this information that we should choose our foods more carefully. Attentively reading labels is one method to accomplish this. Avoid falling for marketing jargon. Examine the nutritional data and ingredient list. It might be better to stay away from a product if the first few ingredients contain sugar, refined carbohydrates, or artificial additives. Eating foods that are as close to their original state as possible is another strategy to help you make better decisions. Lean proteins, whole grains, and fresh produce are all excellent options. You have more control over what's in your food when you prepare it yourself. You don't need to add extraneous components when using fresh ingredients. Even health-related products can be deceptive. Certain brands of yogurt or granola bars, for instance, could contain a lot of sugar. Make sure to always read the label. The more informed you are about food processing and nutrition, the better decisions you can make. Books, videos, and internet articles are just a few of the many available materials. Although processed meals are often pleasant and convenient, there is a hidden health cost associated with them. Over time, type 2 diabetes, weight gain, and even cancer can result from the sugar, processed carbs, and artificial additives found in these foods. Food businesses promote these goods as healthy, but it's crucial to read the labels and know what we are feeding our bodies. We can take charge of our health and lessen our reliance on processed foods by cooking at home, focusing on whole foods, and making better informed food choices. Although it could take a little more work and preparation, the advantages are substantial. Dr. Barbara O'Neill has a strong belief in the remarkable capacity of the human body to cure itself. She says that when our bodies are provided with the proper resources, which are natural, healthful foods, they are made to work at their best. This idea is based on the knowledge that our bodies have evolved over thousands of years to live on natural resources, and that we can harness the healing powers of nature by matching our diet to its cycles.
The diet that I follow is a plant-based diet. I eat a high-fibre diet. I eat generous proteins. I have legumes. In fact, some days I have them every meal. That's my two main meals. And I have fats, not a lot of fats. I might have a teaspoon of olive oil a meal. I might have a few nuts and seeds after every meal. I have a fruit meal and I have a vegetable meal. So my fruit meal is usually breakfast, where I might have 2 or 3 pieces of fruit, usually the sourdough spelt toast with a little olive oil and avocado, and either red lentils or brown lentils or black-eyed beans or scrambled organic tofu. And some nuts and seeds. That's my breakfast. Lunch is usually always a big salad, always some baked, steamed or stir-fried veggies, and again a legume dish. If I do eat at night, it will be very light. It might be avocado and a few crackers. It might be soup, so something very light.
Is it okay to have desserts?
Certainly is. I make my husband an apple pie. Try to do it once a week. But that apple pie is made with spelt flour. The apples are stewed, and just when I finished, I put some sultanas or raisins in them. I put them in the pie dish, put the top on and bake it, and we might serve that with a coconut cream or a nut cream. We don't have it every day, maybe once a week.
So you're plant-based?
Yes.
Eating whole foods is the cornerstone of Dr. O'Neill's method. Whole foods are those that are unprocessed, unrefined, and in their natural state. The whole grains come in earthy tones, the rich textures of nuts and seeds, and the clear colors of fresh fruits and vegetables. These foods have not undergone industrial processing that depletes them of fiber and minerals. Rather, they are right out of the earth, full of all the natural goodness that our bodies are capable of recognizing and utilizing. We may be confident that we are getting all the vital nutrients our bodies require to operate correctly by eating a range of whole foods. A variety of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants can be found in fresh fruits and vegetables. Complex carbs and fiber included in whole grains, such as quinoa, brown rice, and oats, assist in stabilizing blood sugar levels and promote digestive health. Nuts and seeds provide good fats and proteins that are essential for overall health and cell repair.
Where do I get my polyunsaturated fats? I get it from the food that I'm eating. I get it from eating the seeds and the nuts. That's the best place to get it because they deteriorate so quickly.
Furthermore, a lot of natural foods have amazing therapeutic qualities. Consider garlic as an example. Garlic is a natural antibiotic that helps strengthen the immune system and fight illnesses. It has been used for millennia as a cure for many different types of illnesses in many different countries. Similarly, turmeric's potent anti-inflammatory properties are well known, despite its vivid golden hue. Curcumin, the main ingredient in turmeric, has been demonstrated to lower inflammation and may be useful in the treatment of heart disease and arthritis. Our mental and physical health is enhanced when we include these nutrient-dense foods in our diet. A diet high in whole foods gives our bodies the building blocks they require to make energy, mend damaged tissue, and preserve healthy brain function. Better mood, increased focus, and an overall sense of well-being can result from this. Natural healing prioritizes prevention over treatment. The correct nutrients can nourish our bodies and stop many health problems before they start. A diet rich in fruits and vegetables, for instance, is linked to a lower chance of developing chronic illnesses, including diabetes, heart disease, and some types of cancer. These foods' antioxidants lower our chance of inflammation and chronic illness by shielding our cells from the harm that free radicals can do. Dr. O'Neill also emphasizes the significance of a varied diet. Eating a diverse diet guarantees that we meet all of our nutritional needs because no one food can provide us with all the nutrients we require. This variety not only offers a wide range of nutrients, but also adds interest and enjoyment to our meals. Imagine a vibrant salad with crunchy nuts, juicy tomatoes, crisp greens, and a scattering of seeds. Every bite gives a unique combination of nutrients and flavors. Drinking plenty of water is essential for natural healing, in addition to consuming a diet high in nutrients.
How many adults get up in the morning, first thing they have is, say, orange juice and a cup of coffee? Isn't that the traditional breakfast fluids? And what are they doing when they have their orange juice and their cup of coffee? They're thirsty, they're trying to hydrate, but neither will hydrate them. How clean would your body be if you washed it in orange juice? How clean would your body be if you washed it in a cup of coffee? Water and water alone will supply what the body needs.
Almost all body processes, including digestion, nutrition absorption, temperature regulation, and detoxification, depend on water. Getting enough water into our bodies keeps them hydrated, aids in the removal of pollutants, and promotes general health. Being mindful and paying attention to our bodies is another essential component of natural healing. Our bodies are always letting us know what they need by sending out signals. We may choose what and when to eat more wisely if we pay attention to these cues, which include hunger, thirst, and energy levels. Making decisions that promote our health and well-being and staying in sync with our body is made easier with this intuitive approach to eating.
The only two vegetable oils used were olive and coconut, because they're the only oils that are extracted from the flesh of the plant. And because they're extracted from the flesh of the plant, they could be easily extracted by women in their kitchens. And everyone used to get their polyunsaturated fats from just eating the nuts and the seeds. But about 100 years ago, they developed high-heat chemical equipment to extract the oil from the hard seed. So when they use heat to extract the oil, what's happening to these double bonds? Destroyed. So your sunflower oils, your safflower oils, your peanut oils, they've already been destroyed. And they're in clear bottles, plastic bottles. Now they are dangerous oils.
Many of us have resorted to oils like coconut and sunflower oil because we think they are healthy in our quest for a healthier diet. Dr. Barbara O'Neill has brought attention to the fact that these oils might be dangerous, particularly when heated. What happens when popular oils are burned to high temperatures is one of their main problems. The vital nutrients in oils might be damaged when cooking with them at high temperatures. This procedure has the potential to produce hazardous substances in addition to removing the oil's advantageous qualities. As an illustration, heating oils can release free radicals, which are erratic chemicals that harm our cells and have a role in conditions like cancer and heart disease. Trans fat production is a serious concern as well. When oils are cooked to high degrees and undergo hydrogenation, a process that might happen while cooking, trans fats are produced. Because they raise blood levels of bad cholesterol and decrease levels of good cholesterol, these fats are especially harmful. Heart disease, blocked arteries, and other major health problems can result from this imbalance. Because trans fats are so bad, a lot of medical professionals advise staying away from them completely. Dr. O'Neill advises that we reevaluate using processed oils, particularly for cooking, in light of these hazards. She recommends using natural fats rather than oils, which can become toxic when cooked. These fats are present in whole foods, which when cooked are less prone to release toxic chemicals. An excellent natural fat source is avocados. They include a lot of monounsaturated fats, which are thought to be beneficial to the heart. Avocados can be utilized in a variety of ways without running the danger of losing nutrients or creating trans fats, unlike processed oils. They taste great raw in salads, smeared on toast, or mixed into smoothies for a smooth, creamy consistency. Another great source of natural fats is nuts and seeds. They offer a combination of fats that are both polyunsaturated and monounsaturated, both of which help preserve normal cholesterol levels. Almonds and walnuts, for instance, are a great snack or supplement to meals because they are full of fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Similar in nutrition, seeds like chia, flax, and pumpkin seeds are simple to include in your diet by sprinkling them on salads, yogurt, and cereals. In addition to ensuring you avoid the risks associated with processed oils, using whole foods to meet your fat needs also helps you receive a wider variety of nutrients. Nuts and seeds, for example, include essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in addition to good fats. These extra nutrients are essential for immune system support and skin health, among other aspects of sustaining overall health. Dr. O'Neill also suggests olive oil as a natural fat, but with a warning. Extra virgin olive oil can still deteriorate if heated too high, even though it is great at lower temperatures or for dressings. To preserve its healthy qualities, it is therefore best utilized for mild sautéing or incorporated into meals after cooking. It's also important to remember that a balanced diet can include animal fats, like those in butter that are produced on grass, or in fatty fish, like salmon. Compared to many vegetable oils, these fats are more stable overheated and contain healthy elements including omega-3 fatty acids, which are important for brain function and for lowering inflammatory responses in the body. Although implementing these adjustments might seem overwhelming at first, it all comes down to simple, doable stages. Examine the oils you use in your kitchen right now to get started. Replace them gradually with more stable fats or whole food substitutes. For example, try baking or grilling food instead of frying it in vegetable oil. Instead of margarine or pre-made spreads, use nut butter or avocado. Try incorporating nuts or seeds into your cooking to improve nutrition and flavor. Understanding the impact of oils on our health can be empowering. By making informed choices and opting for natural fats, we can support our bodies better and reduce the risk of health issues associated with harmful oils. Oil pulling is a fascinating activity that Dr. O'Neill suggests. Using this age-old method, you swish oil, usually coconut oil, in your mouth for 10 to 15 minutes before expelling it. The theory underlying oil pulling is that the oil can draw out and eliminate dangerous oral bacteria. An increased level of dental health, including whiter teeth, healthier gums, and better breath, is reported by many oil pulling practitioners. Because coconut oil contains antibacterial qualities that help lower inflammation and bacteria, it is especially beneficial. This easy, low-cost habit can be a wonderful complement to your daily dental hygiene regimen. Concerns are also raised by Dr. O'Neill regarding root canals, a popular dental operation used to treat teeth that are broken or infected. Although root canal therapy is commonly used in traditional dentistry, Dr. O'Neill contends that there may be more risks than benefits. She contends that bacteria trapped inside teeth after root canal therapy can cause long-term health issues. Alternatively, she suggests researching options such as extraction of the tooth and subsequent placement of a bridge or implant. Although these options might initially appear more intrusive, they may be able to avoid long-term infections and other problems related to root canal therapy. Natural therapies provide yet another pillar of Dr. O'Neill's methodology. Herbal teas, essential oils, and other natural remedies, in her opinion, can often effectively treat a wide range of health problems without having the negative consequences of prescription drugs. For instance, chamomile tea has a reputation for being calming and is a mild treatment for insomnia or anxiety. Bloating and indigestion can be relieved by drinking peppermint tea, which can aid with digestive problems. Another effective instrument in natural medicine is essential oils. For example, lavender oil is commonly used for its calming and anti-inflammatory qualities. It can be diffused to encourage relaxation and enhance the quality of sleep, or administered topically to help cure small burns and insect bites. Tea tree oil has antimicrobial properties and can be used for minor wounds and scrapes, fungal infections, and acne. Dr. O'Neill stresses the use of natural remedies in treating sickness. She suggests looking into natural remedies before relying solely on medicines. She could advise drinking herbal teas, getting lots of rest, and utilizing essential oils to assist remove nasal congestion, such as peppermint or eucalyptus, if you have a cold. This method not only helps the body's natural healing processes, but also reduces exposure to possible drug adverse effects. Preventive medicine is one of the main ideas that Dr. O'Neill espouses. We may stop many health problems before they start by leading a healthy lifestyle that includes stress management, frequent exercise, and a balanced diet. For example, consistent physical activity can lower the risk of chronic illnesses like diabetes and heart disease, help maintain a healthy weight, and enhance mental health. Consuming a diet high in whole foods gives our bodies the nutrition they require to function at their best and prevent disease. Dr. O'Neill's techniques may go against the grain, but they present an alternative viewpoint that emphasizes the body's innate capacity for self-healing. Her method pushes us to take a holistic approach to health, taking into account not only physical symptoms, but also our mental and emotional states. We may provide more sustainable and well-rounded health support for ourselves by adopting natural practices and therapies into our daily lives.
Loves acid. Cancer also loves no oxygen. So knowing those things, it makes a lot of sense to alkalize the tissues. And even though there's the drop of only 1 point, the drop of 1 point means 60% less oxygen available at the cellular level. The other thing cancer loves is sugar.
According to Dr. O'Neill, fungal infections may be connected to several malignancies. This theory is based on the finding that fungal infections can foster the growth of cancer cells. Candida and other fungi release toxins and inflame the body, which can result in cellular alterations and even cancer. According to this viewpoint, treating the underlying fungal infection is part of treating cancer. According to Dr. O'Neill, antifungal therapies may be useful in the fight against cancer. This strategy differs greatly from traditional ones, which usually concentrate on using radiation, chemotherapy, or surgery to specifically target and kill cancer cells. Therefore, she promotes the ketogenic diet as one of the alternative therapies. A high-fat, low-carb diet, the ketogenic diet compels the body to use fat for energy instead of carbs. Given that sugar is the primary food source for cancer cells, this diet may be especially successful in starving them. Cancer cells are starved of their primary energy source by significantly lowering sugar consumption and redirecting the body to using lipids instead.
Have you heard of the ketogenic diet? Ketogenic diet is a high-fat diet. It was first put together in about the 1920s because in the Johns Hopkins Hospital in America, a group of doctors were fasting their epileptic patients and the seizures stopped. You see, when you fast, your body lives on fat, your fat stores, and the liver was converting that fat to ketones. And ketones, they discovered, are neurohealers. Ketones are neuroprotectors. So the seizures were stopping, but you got to eat. So they came up with the ketogenic diet, and the ketogenic diet is a high-fat diet.
The ketogenic diet improves the body's general health in addition to starving cancer cells. It can lessen inflammation, boost immunity, and normalize blood sugar levels, all of which can make the environment less conducive to the development of cancer. This strategy is in line with Dr. O'Neill's philosophy of promoting health and battling disease through nutritional and natural means. In the fight against cancer, Dr. O'Neill highlights the use of natural antifungal therapies. One such treatment is garlic, which has potent antifungal and antibacterial qualities. It has ingredients like allicin, which strengthens the immune system and helps destroy fungus. Garlic can strengthen the body's defenses and help make the environment less conducive to cancer cells when consumed regularly. Another strong natural antifungal is oregano oil. It has been demonstrated that the presence of carvacrol and thymol inhibits the growth of bacteria and fungi. You can boost general health and fight fungal infections by using oregano oil in cooking or as a supplement. Additionally, probiotics are essential to Dr. O'Neill's methods of treating cancer. A strong immune system depends on a healthy gut microbiome, and probiotics support the equilibrium of beneficial bacteria in the gut. This equilibrium can stop the growth of fungi and strengthen the body's defenses against infections, particularly those that could hasten the onset of cancer. Apart from these particular treatments, Dr. O'Neill promotes a holistic way of living that enhances general health and wellness. This entails sustaining a diet high in nutrients, engaging in regular exercise, getting enough sleep, and managing stress. Building a solid foundation of health makes the body more capable of fending against and preventing illnesses like cancer. Regarding cancer, Dr. O'Neill advocates for a natural and preventive approach. Though controversial and not widely acknowledged in the medical establishment, her beliefs regarding the fungal connection to cancer and the use of natural therapies give a distinct perspective that supports a more holistic approach to health. Her method poses significant queries regarding the management and prevention of cancer nutrition, lifestyle, and natural therapies. Conventional treatments, such as chemotherapy, can be successful in eliminating cancer cells, but they frequently have serious side effects and don't tackle the disease's underlying causes. In contrast, Dr. O'Neill's methods aim to strengthen the body's natural defenses and address potential root causes, such as fungal infections, through dietary and lifestyle changes. This perspective highlights the importance of overall health and the body's inherent ability to heal and protect itself. Proper hydration is crucial for maintaining overall health, according to Dr. Barbara O'Neill. She emphasizes the significant roles water and salt play in our body functions. Water is necessary for life and for maintaining the functions of our bodies. It facilitates digestion, controls body temperature, eliminates toxins, and guarantees that nutrients are distributed throughout the entire body. Water is necessary for every cell, tissue, and organ to function properly. Remaining hydrated requires consuming a sufficient amount of water regularly. While each person's requirements will differ depending on their activity level and climate, a typical recommendation is to drink 8 glasses of water each day. This supports general physiological processes and keeps you hydrated. Salt ensures cellular hydration by assisting cells in efficiently absorbing water, which is a complement to hydration. Natural salts like sea salt or Himalayan pink salt are preferable to processed table salt, according to Dr. O'Neill. Essential minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium found in natural salts promote neuron function, muscle contraction, and the body's fluid equilibrium. In contrast, processed table salt frequently lacks these health-promoting minerals and may contain unhealthful additives. Selecting natural salts encourages the body's natural functions and improves general well-being.
Now, I could have 10 professors in front of me saying, "This is ridiculous, Barbara. The bell pepper is a very good vegetable. It is high in antioxidants and vitamin C. You should be eating it." Who am I going to listen to? I've got to live in this body. That's why the fine-tuning is yours. No man on the planet can tell you the fine-tuning. Only your body can.
Dr. O'Neill uses a theory of health known as the 8 Laws of Health to advocate for a comprehensive approach to well-being. These guidelines include a range of facets of living that support general well-being and vigor.
Let's have a look at carbon monoxide. Because carbon monoxide is the enemy of oxygen, and I'll show you why. So carbon monoxide, when it's breathed in, it forms a very tight union on the blood cell. But when oxygen's breathed in, it forms a very unstable union, very loose. And the reason for that is when that blood cell is going through our body, it can drop the oxygen quickly wherever it is needed. So if someone's breathing in carbon monoxide and oxygen, can you see the monoxide's going to grab it first?
An entire food-based, well-balanced diet supplies vital elements needed for energy production, growth, and repair. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and lean meats are examples of whole foods. These foods include a variety of nutrients that promote good health. Sufficient hydration is essential for many body processes, including energy production, mental clarity, and general well-being. Water consumption throughout the day keeps the body hydrated and allows it to perform at its best.
It's by Dr. Batman Geheldich, we'll call him Dr. B, an Iranian doctor. And his story is very interesting. He was in prison, political prisoner, and all the patients, not patients, but the residents in the jail would come to him because he's the doctor. And he had nothing. So he just kept giving everyone a glass of water. And, they were happy because he actually did something. And every 15 minutes, he'd give them another glass of water. And so he'd come and see them, give them another glass of water. And to him, it was a bit of, what else can I do? But then he noticed something. They all were getting better. But we need to have at least 2 litres of pure water a day.
Sunlight exposure is essential for the synthesis of vitamin D, which promotes immune system function, mood management, and bone health. Allowing sunshine to touch the skin and spending time outside can help to enhance general vigor and well-being. Moderation promotes long-term health and averts negative outcomes in all facets of life, including diet, habits, and behaviors. Tobacco, alcohol, and processed meals are examples of excesses that should be avoided to safeguard the body. Inhaling clean, fresh air helps the body rid itself of pollutants and delivers oxygen to the cells. Deep breathing exercises, air filtration in interior environments, and time spent outdoors all promote respiratory health and general well-being. Restoring, renewing, and repairing the body need a good night's sleep. Sufficient sleep promotes mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical well-being, all of which enhance general vitality. Resilience, emotional stability, and inner serenity are all facilitated by upholding a positive mental and spiritual perspective. Developing thankfulness and faith strengthens one's feeling of purpose in life and improves it all around. Undoubtedly, Dr. Barbara O'Neill's approach to health and well-being has had a profound effect on a great number of people, changing lives and presenting fresh viewpoints on medical treatment. Hundreds of people have expressed gratitude for her lessons, attributing positive changes in their lives to her counsel. But like many other natural health pioneers, Dr. O'Neill has encountered opposition and bans, particularly from conventional medicine supporters. Her commitment to promoting natural health alternatives despite these obstacles continues to motivate and inspire a great number of people. Dr. O'Neill urges us to review our eating habits and way of life, and to take proactive measures to lead better lives in the future. Here are a few realistic ways you can apply her beliefs in your daily life. Evaluate your everyday eating choices first. Is there anything processed that you could cut back on or stop? Increase the amount of whole foods that you eat, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Make sure you stay hydrated during the day. Think about the salt you use. For best hydration, use natural salts like sea salt or Himalayan pink salt instead of processed table salt. Examine natural remedies for common medical conditions. Natural therapies frequently have fewer side effects while being just as successful as conventional ones. Herbs, essential oils, and dietary adjustments, for instance, can help achieve a variety of health objectives. Make regular, pleasurable movements with your body. Make it a priority to obtain enough good sleep every night. Create a relaxing environment and avoid using electronics right before bed to help you relax and get ready for sleep. Being responsible for your health doesn't have to be difficult. The guidance provided by Dr. Barbara O'Neill focuses on making little, long-lasting adjustments that have a big influence on your health. You may set yourself up for a happier and healthier life by emphasizing nutrition, water, exercise, sleep, stress relief, and adopting natural therapies, prioritizing your health at any time. Our health is our most valuable asset, and tiny changes over time can result in significant benefits, as Dr. O'Neill's lessons remind us. To create a better future, let's accept her views and make a commitment to taking care of our bodies and brains. If you find that Dr. O'Neill's method makes sense, tell your friends about it and strike up a discussion about wellness and health. Others may be motivated by your path to greater health, and when we work together, we can cultivate a community that prioritizes holistic well-being. Together, we can enable one another to make wise decisions and make the world a healthier place for everybody. When are you going to choose the best food options for you? Share with us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.